Yes! After an incredible week, staying with Spencer, playing for #United, and getting to hang out with so many talented people at the FIFA 18 capture event in London, and thank you to EA Sports for making that happen. I am back at home in front of my beautiful green screen. Yes, so beautiful, and it needs to be ironed. I'm jet lagged AF. Like that is the real deal. But I'm ready to do a little of this. It's the very curious news from around the globe with the amazing Conrad. Very curious news, Adam. Number 1. Jimmy, why didn't you do a Champions League preview? It's because I thought I had a few weeks to get it done after the draw, the one where they put the hands in the warm balls. And I did have a few weeks, but I didn't take into account that I would be traveling during those few weeks. So now we're one game into the group stage, and I feel like a real asshole for missing it. I really do. Do you still want me to do one? Because I'll do one. And if I do one, it's gonna be the best preview of all time, better than I've ever done before. And I promise not to miss any of my predictions this time. Well, I never miss any of my predictions. I don't even know why I said that, because I'm really good at this. I'm the best. So my prediction is Arsenal is going to do it! They're going to get past Super Bayern with a little luck, and Carlo Ancelotti's team will have to win it all next season instead. Very curious news, Adam. Number 2, Liverpool's back line. Now, after securing a relatively easy group for the Champions League, Liverpool faced Sevilla at home, and not surprisingly, did more than enough to score enough goals to win the game, including missing a penalty. And we all forgive you for that, Roberto Firmino, because their attacking mindset and how they get at other teams in a variety of different ways is impressive, because they also do it with a variety of different players. But their backline is a shambles, and they let them down again, which resulted in a 2-2 draw. So who is to blame for this when this area of the field has been a glaring problem for the team since last season, especially since there was no significant moves being made during the summer transfer window to improve this area of the team? And don't give me the old, well, Virgil van Dijk, you know, we had all this, we got all that. That's an excuse. Don't give me that. I don't need that, because the backline needed more and continues to need a whole lot more than Van Dijk. So they should have been actively seeking either a plan B if Van Dijk fell through, which it did, or looking at other options. So on one hand, I applaud manager Jurgen Klopp. Woohoo, way to go for believing in the guys that he already has on the team. On the other hand though, over here, like, get your head out of the clouds, Klopp. Face reality. Your backline is not good. And by the time you have a chance to fix it, which is about 3.5 months away, you could be out of the title race and knocked out of the group stages. Anyway, as much as I admire the guy, I feel like Jurgen Klopp is the only guy to blame here. Dejan Lovren, like, really? Klavan, really? I mean, Matip hasn't really panned out. Moreno's still playing. Yeah, I don't know. Very curious news, Adam. Number 3, Isco will sign a new contract with Real Madrid. That's right, the 25-year-old midfielder has played so well for Los Blancos and Spain as of late, he's definitely warranted getting an extension. But get this, it is reported to have a 700 million euros release clause in it. So even the big clubs owned by nation states like PSG and Manchester City won't even bother trying to get him, which is crazy. 700 million euros. Do you think that's what he's worth now? Is that how we judge that? No, because if that's how much he's worth, I feel like I gotta be close to 100 million. 150. 150. Also keeping it with Madrid and another one of their up-and-coming superstars, this time Marco Asensio, who many feel is the heir to Ronaldo's throne. Well, he missed their Champions League game this week because, and I'm not joking here, I couldn't make this up, he had an infected pimple caused while he was shaving his legs, so he couldn't roll up his socks. So 2 things for you, Marco. 1, next time get manscaping tips from the man himself, Cristiano Ronaldo, who never saw a hair on his body that he didn't want to shave off, because I'm pretty sure he's going to know how to troubleshoot most of these issues. And 2, this has to go down as one of the best injuries of all time. I mean, do you remember Mansfield's Adam Chapman, who missed a game because he forgot to put the lid on his baby's feeding bottle and then he shook it and then it spilled on him, burning his nipple in the process? I wonder if he has a nipple anymore, because that would really hurt. Or my personal favorite, though it wasn't an injury and he missed a training and not an actual match, it's former Belgian striker Emile Mpenza, who couldn't make it to Manchester City's training because he had a couple of Viagra pills the previous night. And let's just say that he had problems pulling his shorts up that morning, and that would be kind of weird running around the training ground with a boner. Very curious news item. Number 4, Carlos Tevez is fat. And I mean this in 2 ways. First off, he's PHAT with cash, since he's reportedly the world's highest paid player on 650,000 pounds a week. What a legend. And second, he's FAT according to his new Shanghai Shenhua manager, Wu Jingui. Wu Jingui? Jingjing Kwai, who said that Tevez is overweight and that he will not play for the club again until he improves his fitness. So, if I'm doing the math correctly here, Tevez has scored 2 goals in 11 games. He earns $650K a week, and you carry the 2, and I'm pretty much sure that equals winning at life, assuming you believe that being extremely rich is winning at life. And I think many do. That said, at what point does pride kick in for Tevez where he wants to prove that he's worth what they paid for him? Or maybe pride has kicked in, and he's too proud to play in a league that he thinks is beneath him. Have fun dicing that one up in the comments. And finally, very curious news item, number 5. Should you stop scoring goals if you're already up 3-0 at halftime and the other team is down to 9 men? That is the question, and I only ask because after the resurgent Atlanta United beat the inconsistent New England Revolution last night in a 7-0 beatdown, there were 2 important things that happened in this one because 2 Revs players got ejected before halftime, and the score was 3-0, and it just created a lot of chatter from others and inside my soul about what would be the most sportsmanlike move in this situation. I mean, do you run up the score because f*** them, it's not our fault they got 2 red cards? That's their responsibility. Or do you, out of respect for a team that registered 0 shots the whole game, not just 0 shots on goal, I'm talking 0 shots period. Like, not one Revs player was like, you know what, I'm just gonna wind it up from 25 yards out and swing my leg to force Brad Guzan to do something, even to take a goddamn goal kick. Do you decide to not rub this situation in their faces and just play keep away for 45 minutes and end the game at 3-0? Or do you owe it to your fans who paid their hard-earned money to be there to score as many goals as possible? Personally, I'm torn because I think you could make an argument for both sides of this, but because goal differential could play an important role in where you finish in the MLS standings, I think you have to step on their throats. You really do. Just gotta let them have it, and it just sucks to be them. All right, that's it. That is all I got except for this. Be on the lookout for the first episode of Cutthroat FIFA, where Castro 1021 will take on Spencer FC, because I think you're gonna love this series. I had a lot of fun shooting it. And I'll see you tomorrow for previews and predictions, where I'm going to do a giveaway on a Warmballers t-shirt. That's a fact. See you then. Later.